Bennett Water Systems has morphed into a company that is focused on delivering crop value. It's time for a company to really stand forward and try to maximize every drop of water in providing the best crop value that we can.
Hello, I'm Matthew Malcolm with California Dairy Magazine, reporting to you from the World Ag Expo. We had a great presentation led by Lynn McBride, Executive Director of the California Dairy Campaign. And as dairy producers in the state have been pretty frustrated, I guess not just in the state, but nationally, the milk pricing has been an issue. And we're looking at ways that we can improve that situation, and you've mentioned in your presentation that Canada has, out of all the world, has the most ideal system out there. And can you tell us why and what is possible to get to there?
Yeah, absolutely. I think dairy farmers are looking to Canada as a model for what U.S. dairy policy could be. Dairy producers in California and across the country have now been experiencing over 4 years of milk prices that are well below production costs. We're seeing unprecedented stress in the industry, and so we're looking for solutions. And just north of the United States, Canada, dairy farmers there are being paid almost twice what dairy producers are paid here in California. So a lot of our members are looking north to see how their system works and how we can incorporate the basic tenets of that system into our U.S. federal dairy policy. So we've had a series of really successful meetings across California where Canadian dairy farmers are reaching out to us and providing information about their system so we can understand the details of it and how to incorporate those tenets here. And I think there's just basically 3 tenets that are important. One is fair milk price, which ensures that your costs are covered and there's profitability in the system, which right now there isn't and has not been for, again, over 4 years. The other is a farmer-led effort to enable dairy producers to manage their milk inventories so that they can meet the processor demands, but also make sure they get a fair milk price. The third critical component is smart dairy trade policy. So much of what our U.S. federal dairy policy hinges upon is the constant growth in exports. And what I think Canada recognizes is that it's critical to address your domestic market first and ensure that dairy producers there receive a fair price and then go after those exports. So we definitely think dairy trade policy is a key tenet of it as well.
Great. Now, what do you think is the next step for California and the United States in moving forward with something like that?
Yeah, so we've reached out to dairy farmers in Wisconsin, Minnesota, other major dairy regions in the country. And what we're doing is just coming together collectively to say that we support some sort of an inventory management, supply management plan, what we like to call it a smart milk production plan, so that we can call on not only the lawmakers to have federal legislation so that we could collectively get there, but also leadership within our cooperatives and other organizations so they're behind us. Because I think the more that dairy producers and farmers across the country learn about the Canadian system, the more supportive they are of it. And we did have a supply management debate during the last Farm Bill that was a really close vote in the end. And that was when milk prices were, at record highs. Now that milk prices have plummeted below production costs and have remained there for so long, we think we could have a real debate about what a farmer-led inventory management system, because once you match the milk production with the market demand, you're going to see a better milk price than we see today.
Great. Well, thank you, Lynn. We look forward to getting more information on that as it unfolds and figuring out what the next steps are and making some progress there. We'll be sure to inform you guys in California Dairy Magazine. So read more about it there. I'm Matthew Malcolm, CaliforniaAgNet.com.